Now, as the Israel-Iran war continues to rage, the spotlight remains on the US President Donald Trump, who is mulling whether or not to unleash American firepower into an already explosive battlefield. If the US does intervene, Iran says it would invite its definite retribution. Now, in the latest, the Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei called potential American intervention in the war as a sign of Israel's weakness. The Iranian statement came amid reports that dozens of US military aircraft are no longer on the tarmac of a major airbase in the Qatar close to Iran, a possible move to shield them from potential Iranian airstrikes. Now, reports say on the 5th of June, that is 8 days before Israel launched its Operation Rising Lion against Iran, 40 US military aircraft were visible at the Al-Udeid US airbase in Qatar. The report, citing satellite images, added that on the 19th of June, only 3 military aircraft were visible. Meanwhile, the US Embassy in Qatar announced that the access to the base would be limited out of an abundance of caution amid the ongoing war. And here's why it matters. The base is just 300 kilometers from the Iran border. Experts say a few targeted strikes could disable it, potentially leaving American forces incapable of carrying out a mission. The US has been beefing up its forces in the region since Israel launched its strikes on Iran. A third US Navy destroyer entered the region this week, and a second US carrier strike group is heading toward the Arabian Sea. The Pentagon says the moves are defensive. But will Donald Trump pull the trigger of American intervention in the war? The White House says the president will decide in 2 weeks whether or not to enter the war.
Now, regarding the ongoing situation in Iran, I know there has been a lot of speculation amongst all of you in the media regarding the president's decision-making and whether or not the United States will be directly involved. In light of that news, I have a message directly from the president, and I quote, "Based on the fact that there's a substantial chance of negotiations that may or may not take place with Iran in the near future, I will make my decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks." That's a quote directly from the president for all of you today.
Reports in the Western media suggested Trump has already approved of the attack plans against Iran. But in the next 2 weeks, he would wait to see if Tehran would abandon its nuclear program, a Western demand which the Trump administration believes would be enough to put an end to Israel's ongoing offensive against Iran. 2 weeks. The timer for a potential American intervention has now begun. As the war zone expands and American jets vanish from vulnerable tarmacs, the biggest question in global politics remains: will Trump jump into this war or back off?
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
$4
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.